Now, one of the issues is it's all good and well to sit in plenary sessions and discuss policies of the ANC, plan them, strategize and then implement them later. But when it comes down to the very basics of the ANC, unable to pay their own staff, that has now resulted in picketing, not just outside the ANC headquarters from earlier this week, but we are expecting pickets outside the Nasrec Expo Centre, where we're broadcasting live from a little bit later today. eNCA reporter Pule Letshwiti-Jones keeping an eye on that. Let's head over to him now and see what it's looking like at what is just after 7:30. Pule, good morning. We're expecting this picket. No idea how big and no idea who's coming yet. What details do you have?
Yeah, definitely. We're expecting this picket to start at about 8 a.m. That's about in a few minutes from now. We understand that the program has been delayed. Of course, we saw that statement released by How yesterday saying that there will be a part of this picket, obviously representing some of the disgruntled ANC staffers. This problem has been persisting for months now, and we do understand that the outstanding fees, or rather salaries that haven't been paid, are stem from June and July. However, we've also gotten a bit of information last night to say they've paid just about 189 workers. 29 of them is still outstanding, and in part of this 29 that haven't been paid is some of the NEC and of course senior managers as well. But we also gathered information around how they've only paid about the salaries for June, with those who have been paid, and others still haven't received their June and July salaries. So it's a problem that still continues, to pose questions within the organizations as to the type of treatments that has been posed towards their workers, as workers have also been saying that this affects their livelihoods and their families as well at large. But most importantly, you'd remember during the presidential gala dinner just a few days ago, the spokesperson of the ANC, Pule Letshwiti-Jones, saying that they're looking into some of their financial issues and finding ways as to how they can try to resolve this matter.
Pule, and as we keep an eye on that as well, those reports you mentioned last night, some of the money coming through, but it looks like, and this is what some of the critics are saying, tell me if you agree, Pule, if this is the sense you're getting on the road and on the streets, is that the ANC paying just enough to the staff to stop any kind of public outcry over not paying their own staff. They actually haven't fixed the problem. This was just a plaster over the wound to avoid any unpleasantries outside the venue.
Yeah, this is just a plaster, and it's not a temporary solution to responding to this crisis. Remember, there was also, like just a few months ago, that issue where the ANC had said that they would look into crowdfunding, but that's also not seem to be materializing in terms of addressing to this matter. One could also say they've been hurt and bruised by the Political Party Funding Act, in which many businessmen and organizations have, of course, not come to the fore in terms of donating to the organization. The spokesperson, of course, Pule Letshwiti-Jones, making it quite clear that they rely on donations. However, there hasn't seemed to be some sort of long-term plan to actually try and speak to the demands of the workers. As it is, this seems as though it's an indictment to the organization, and it doesn't speak to the problems as to how will they be resolving this salary matter going forward, coming up with temporary solutions to the problem.
All right, so Pule Letshwiti-Jones, thank you very much indeed. Temporary solutions to an ongoing problem. I think it's the way that many people are phrasing it. We wait to see come 8 o'clock in about 20 minutes if this picket of ANC Youth League and ANC staff members will be taking place outside here at the Nasrec Expo Centre, all to do with salaries not being paid. A bit of money paid in last night, but some are saying and calling it pay as you go. So that's some of the criticism. We'll see what happens after 8 o'clock this morning. So that's happening outside the ANC policy conference.